I've installed 15 mods, a little over 15 mods actually, in an effort to fix Cyberpunk 2077. These modders have taken it upon themselves to fix Cyberpunk 2077 so CD Projekt Red doesn't have to. Now, we're not going to deride CD Projekt Red this whole stream. No, that's the easy thing to do. Although, before we get started, I want to show you guys one of my favorite areas of the map. And to CD Projekt Red's credit, you know, they have released a couple of patches recently, doing their best to fix the game. And you know, you gotta give them credit where it's due. You know, they're doing their level best. And how the hell have they still not fixed that? This is my favorite part of the map. Every single patch that CD Projekt Red releases, I come back here. And nope, not fixed yet. This is my benchmark. No, not fixed. Well, maybe next patch. Anyway, check it out. We've got over 15 mods here, and it's honestly incredible the difference that these modders have made. You know what? I just hope they leave that in for posterity. That is... It's a thing of beauty. Okay. I don't even know what happened over here. Oh, is this a dashboard? Holy shit. Alright, so a dashboard flew off one of the cars and landed in the middle of the street, and for some reason it caused a traffic jam. You know, that's the only normal thing that's happening on the screen right now. It should have caused a traffic jam. Let's get into it. You know, it is a really good looking game though. Every single time I play this game, I just keep saying to myself, you know, it is a really good-looking game, and it is. What you're seeing right here is one of the mods called Geoengineering. And there's a bunch of different profiles. In fact, let me just show off these different profiles. You got just about 1 million different weather profiles here. For some reason, Cyberpunk 2077 Vanilla doesn't really have a lot of weather. I mean... it has the possibility of weather, but you just rarely see it. This modification allows you to customize the weather in Cyberpunk 2077 however you'd like. For instance, in the Badlands, it looks all orangey, and in the city it's kind of rainy and cyan and foggy, just like Blade Runner 2049 vibes. But let's check out the first-person vehicle mod, because honestly, that's what I'm most excited about, because the cars in this game are just absolutely first-rate. They're fantastic. Jesus, it's been so long since I've played, I can't remember the controls. I'm gonna go ahead and give us some new cars, though, because we don't really have any. We're gonna do a little bit of a cheat here. The first mod I want to show off is the enhanced first-person cameras, because the vehicles in this game are gorgeous. So we're typing in an old-school cheat, and we should now have all the vehicles in the game. Beautiful. You know why you don't have cheats anymore? Because of microtransactions. Why would they let you have these things for free, you know? When you can pay for them. When you can have vehicle packs. Alright, what car do we want? You know what? Let's go with the classic Cyberpunk 2077 poster boy car. This is the absolute perfect car to show off the first-person mod. And there she is. These interiors are some of the most beautiful interiors I've seen in a game, period, but I just never wanted to drive outside of third person because the first-person camera is not great, but this modder fixed it beautifully. Check this out. So this is the normal first-person camera, right? It's kind of cramped. You don't really have a great FOV. Man, these interiors really are cool. Look at the detail in the door panels. Anyway, this is vanilla. Now check this out. Bam! This is the one that I like. Personally, this is where I like my camera to be in this specific car, because this mod not only allows you to customize with sliders your tilt, your height, your FOV, which is huge. The ability to change your FOV in your vehicle is incredible. Anyway, not only does it allow you to customize all that stuff, but it allows you to apply this preset per vehicle. So for all of your different cars, you can apply specific presets tailored to each car, which is just above and beyond. Even in incredible racing games like Forza, I have never seen first-person cockpit view customization like this. And they've also got built-in presets that you can just filter between. But yeah, this is what I like personally. In fact, let's slide back just a little bit. There we go. Maybe go down slightly. Yeah. Anyway, you can really mess with this stuff. This is vanilla. And this is my personal preset right here. But again, there's a lot more that you can do with it. But perhaps more importantly, or equally importantly, of equal importance, is the fact that it fixes... Man, this just feels so much better. Anyway, it fixes bikes as well! It's like an infomercial. Or an Apple event. But there's one more thing. Bikes. Alright, check this out. Damn it, no!
B, I need you to steal a certain document.
Padre.
Find the details attached.
Please make it short. Oh, thank God. Unfortunately, the last patch killed one of my mods, which is called Annoy Me No More. In the description below, if you want to check out these mods, I've got a list of all the mods we're using in this video. Some of them may be broken depending on when you're watching this and when you're checking out these mods. All these mods are on the Nexus database. These modders are fantastic, and they do continually update these mods as CD Projekt Red breaks them through new patches. Unfortunately, the Annoy Me No More mod, which is supposed to allow you to choose whether you answer calls or not, and to stop your cyber psychosis thing, unfortunately, that's currently broken. So we're back to the game forcing us to answer every single phone call, even though there's an answer key that's completely meaningless. Ironically, the Annoy Me No More mod is perhaps the one mod that I wanted more than any other. I hate those phone calls. And I hate that stupid cyber psychosis sickness thing. Actually, you know what? That's not the bike I want. Oh, it's such a cool looking bike. Alright, check this out. So, this is where you can really see the power of this first-person mod. Alright, so this is vanilla. This is what I personally have right now. I really enjoy that wider field of view because what I like about these bikes is being able to weave in and out of traffic. Let me lower the game volume a little bit. There we go, that's a little better. Damn, this looks so cool. Oh, man. You know, I really am rooting for this game. This is the vanilla camera, and this is my camera. This is my preset. This is how I like it. You know, you may prefer a slightly less wide field of view. I've got a little bit of the windscreen in here, but not too much. And then let's switch back to vanilla. Oh, God. Yeah. I don't really care for this, personally. This is just leagues better. In fact, I may actually raise my ride height a little bit. There we go. I don't know if you noticed our minimap there. It's a lot bigger than vanilla. There's a mod called Better Minimaps, and it's a godsend for when you're driving. I have no idea why they still haven't fixed the minimaps, because that seems like a really simple, easy fix that people are clamoring for, but yeah, minimaps are still not fixed. You know what? Let's lower our ride height just a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Anyway, we're gonna go over to the Badlands. I want to show you guys how cool this Geoengineering weather mod is. So the city is very classic Blade Runner, but the Badlands is Blade Runner 2049, haze, orange, toxic apocalypse. There. This is another one of our mods. GTA style fast travel. It doesn't look that great with the Geoengineering weather mod because obviously we've got a lot of fog, we've got a lot of rain, a lot of stuff obfuscating our view, but this mod is awesome. I'm going to show it off in a second after I disable the weather mod. But before we disable the weather mod, I want to show you guys the Badlands.
Hey, Did you hear about Militech's new mobile radar unit on the border?
I really don't give a shit.
Well, it's bad for smuggling.
I don't care.
Bad for the Aldecados.
Stop.
And definitely bad for me.
Hang up.
I want to know what makes it tick, but I need to get my hands on it first.
Good for you. Stop.
Snatch me that radar, and I will make sure you're well compensated.
You
Details attached.
can compensate me by shutting the fuck up. Sorry. Oh, that's so annoying. Why have they not given you the option to deny phone calls? Why do they have a button for answering phone calls if you have no choice but to answer it without your consent? Anyway, this is the badass Badlands. Man, I like the look of this. Let's get a cool muscle car in here. Yeah. Cthulhu, why not? I also installed a mod that's supposed to spawn cars right in front of you. I think that mod may be broken with the latest hotfix, but I'm not sure. Also, look at this bloom. I hate this bloom! Alright, look. Here's third person, alright? And then first person. Oh my god. It's just god awful. If any of you know of a mod that fixes this, please let me know in the comments below. Also, if you guys have any favorite mods that I don't have in this video, leave a comment below with what mods you personally use and what mods that you think other people should know about. I think I've got some of the best ones here. I would dare say most of the best ones. Yeah, alright, that bloom's just there no matter what. I guess it's the weather. I mean, this bloom happens even if you don't have this weather. It's just less pronounced. This looks so fucking cool. I'm so sad that we can't look at it in first person because of that ugly ass bloom. I think if we turn off RTX lighting, it removes the bloom, but this game has such excellent RTX implementation, I wouldn't want to turn it off. I guess I'll just drive in third person. That sucks. That really sucks. Anyway, we're gonna check out the Enhanced Police, and we're gonna check out Grand Theft Auto Fast Travel once we turn off the weather mod, so you guys can get a clearer look at it. But this really does look so cool. Oh my god. That's the thing, is this is one of the best video game maps out there, period. Night City, the scale of Night City is absolute perfection. I've never seen a city with this size and scope executed so perfectly. Delamain! God damn it! So as we're moving into the city, the weather is gradually changing from the Badlands orange to this inner city Blade Runner rain with a fog and a mist, and it's still pretty light, but as we spend more time in the city, as we approach, it'll get darker and darker, which is really cool. And like I said, this geoengineering mod, there's so many different weather combinations. You can have toxic rain, you can have light rain, you can just have an overcast, cloudy day, and you can separate the weather between the city and the Badlands. And I think even different areas of the city, but they've got tons of different options. It's really cool. Highly recommend this mod. I beat Cyberpunk 2077. I spent quite a bit of time on it, and you know what? I barely saw the weather change. Anyway, we're gonna check out some of the other mods, including, check this out. I'm gonna run through the mod list real quick. So, currently installed, I've got Enhanced Police, GTA Fast Travel, Draw Distance Boost, Blade Runner 2077 Ultimate Texture Mod, which has Blade Runner signs, and also it improves the rain. My god, that building is exquisite. I don't know if my Blade Runner mod is currently working. They just updated it, but I'm not seeing anything that I just explicitly recognize as Blade Runner. But you'll see, like, ads for Joy from 2049, and I think they have the Atari ad in here somewhere, Coca-Cola, futuristic Taco Bell. It's cool stuff. Anyway, let me run through the whole list real quick. Enhanced Police, GTA Fast Travel, Draw Distance Boost, Blade Runner 2077 Ultimate Texture Mod, V's Apartment Renovation. You can finally customize your apartment, which for some reason you just can't really do in the base game. Originally they advertised this game as an RPG, and then they quickly changed it to story-driven action game. which is much more accurate, but that's not the Night City wires you sold me on, baby. We've got immersive roleplay, level scaling and balance, superior UI, which is this. Actually does look pretty slick. Also, I'm not sure, but maybe CD Projekt Red did this, but I don't remember seeing specific icons telling you that some of these things are like vehicles you can purchase. I remember, let me see if I can, here we go. Here's a vehicle for purchase. I don't remember that. I remember at launch, this just looking like a quest icon and being pissed off every time it was a car and not a quest. We've also got better vehicle first person, geoengineering, better Minimap, which is there in the upper right hand corner. It makes it so much easier to drive. Annoy Me No More, which is currently broken for me. Alternative character lighting, which you can see all around you. These characters no longer have this weird glowing halo. That's a cool looking character design. That's some Ghost in the Shell shit right there. I definitely... Okay, so this is what pisses me off. You see this? When I saw this early into my first playthrough and I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. This is some of the NPC stuff they're talking about. Nope! They're just on a loop. It's not like Red Dead. They're not going anywhere. They'll be here forever and ever and ever until they despawn when I turn around or something. Disappointing. Anyway, highly recommend alternative character lighting, but I've also got a very special, fun mod. Look at this. Boom! What is that? It's a cyber tank, baby. Otherwise known as, what is this thing called? Basilisk. This is the cyber sex scene. If you guys played the game, you remember the cyber sex scene. How many levels do you have with mods? Levels? Well, I got over 15 mods installed right now. I don't know about levels. I haven't been working too much with the gameplay mods, but there are quite a few gameplay mods, especially if you prefer more realistic gunplay. In other words, there's a mod out there that will give headshots to your character like insta-death and headshots to other characters like NPCs insta-death. So if you want to play it that way, you can. There's also another mod that just kind of evens out. So throughout the entire map, this is laid out like an MMO. You've got like your high level area and your low level area. Well, there's a mod that will kind of keep the higher levels, the levels that are above you, but bring the lower levels to your level. So there's not just hordes of enemies that are easily one-shottable. I don't know. I personally hate the MMO leveling system in this game, so I like the gunplay. I think the gunplay is fun, but I just don't like the MMO leveling system, so I'm gonna look into some of those. Anyway, check this thing out. You can bring the Basilisk anywhere, and it's so cool. Watch this. Yeah, we're gonna get some cops on us. It's just such a shame that, oh god, that's loud. It's just such a sadness that there's no driving AI. So no matter what you do, they don't give a shit. Look at this. They'll stop. That's it. They're not gonna try to swerve or drive away. They're not gonna do anything. They're just gonna keep going because they're like trains. They're trains is what they are. And no mod can fix that except the better police mod. I'm sorry, the enhanced police mod. Check it out. CD Projekt Red, eat your heart out. Watch this. Yo, Robert! One of my favorite and funniest moments was in your cop live stream when you yelled police rioting. Police rioting, I don't think so. And you ran your car into the crowd and then your car exploded. I remember that. I think it was like a rocket launcher. Like there was a riot going on and somebody just they launched a rocket straight at my car. That's very generous, man. I appreciate that super chat. Speaking of police. Oh! Oh no, I thought I fixed it. Alright, well look at this. Look at all these different weather effects you got with geoengineering. So many different combinations, it's awesome. Alright, well, I'm gonna uninstall Geoengineering real quick. And then bam. Done. That's so cool. And now we're just gonna relaunch the game. I'm not gonna bother. Yeah. You ever feel useless? Think about how people send bug reports to CD Projekt Red. Every fucking video on the internet's a bug report for CD Projekt Red. You just gotta watch them. Shit, they could play the game themselves. This is our customized apartment. Check it out. I got gaudy ass fake wood flooring. I got this weird zebra print thing and some shag carpeting. There's even an apartment mods that lets you put a brain dance unit inside your apartment, which is pretty cool. And this is my level of completion with the game. That shows my level of enjoyment as well. Yeah, anyway. There's so many different color combinations, different floors, different textures. This kind of brings us back to when this game was advertised as an RPG instead of a story-driven action game. But that was before we knew that the game really is about as linear as a Wolfenstein or a BioShock. With zero open world mechanics. In fact, it's the coolest looking open world map I've ever seen, and at the same time, the worst, most useless, shallow open world mechanics I've ever seen. I really wish the developers got a fair shot at this game because... Okay, let's check out GTA Fast Travel again. I'm gonna skip some time. We'll go to dusk. How about that? Sweet. Anyway, I maintain that it's not the developers' fault. It's the people in charge, the people in charge of decision-making that really screwed over the devs. So this GTA Fast Travel, there we go. The lighting evened itself out. Oh, man. This is actually faster than fast traveling normally in vanilla. So in vanilla, you load in and out, right? And here, you just travel across the map without loading. We had a small loading screen there. That's the first time I've ever seen that with this mod. They just released an update for it. You can actually make it faster or slower. Check this out. These are all the controls you have for this GTA Fast Travel. You can choose your maximum speed, speed increment, camera height. Let's increase the camera height to 1,000 and see what that looks like. Let's just see how cool we can make this look. Look at this. Upward, sideways, and downward. That is extremely detailed. I'm very impressed with all of these mods. These modders are fantastic. Alright. There we go. Let's try it out again. I'll see you chumps later. They look exactly like Chappie. Alright, we're gonna test the enhanced police mod after this. So this time, let's go far into the city. It's a little slower. Look how cool this looks. Oh! Oh, that's so cool! Oh my god. Alright, I made it way too slow. I made it way too slow. Oh god. Luckily there's a nice simple reset, but god damn that looks good. This is mind-blowing to me that a modder did this. And it looks this good, it works this well. And you know what? Moving at this speed, it's only a little bit slower than vanilla fast traveling, and you don't have any loading screens. But, real quick before we go to the enhanced police, let's go ahead and reset the settings. And let's travel again. And you guys will see that this is actually faster than fast traveling in vanilla Cyberpunk 2077. Well, we don't want to go to Pacifica because there's no cops over there, and we're going to do the cops next. So let's go over here. So this is normal speed, but you can make it even faster than this if you want to. And yeah, it's faster than vanilla fast traveling, and it looks way cooler. Grand Theft Auto 5 style fast traveling in Cyberpunk 2077. coolest shit I ever seen. This mod's really impressive to me. It will never not make me giddy. Hopefully cops go all the way out here. Oh god, Dakota, please. Why does it say I can... While we're on our way, let's check out this, oh shit, I forgot, look at this. Hold on. We have vehicle first-person camera active. This is the vanilla camera view. Puke. This is my setting. In fact, we can move a little forward and a little high. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Anyway, check this out. Bam! We got a rear view mirror, baby. A rear view mirror. Actually, it's more like we're sticking our head out the window and looking behind us, but still, that is dope. How is that not in the game? I don't know. There's many things I'm confused about. Let's take one more look at the motorcycles. Cyberpunk still cannot be bought digitally on PlayStation. Xbox, I guess they don't give a shit. Buy it if you want it. But PlayStation was like, no, the game in this state is unacceptable. We will not allow it to be sold digitally on the PlayStation Store. Namely because CD Projekt Red threw fucking PlayStation under the bus and Xbox, and they said, yo, you don't like the game? Talk to PlayStation. So, CD Projekt Red's #1 goal is money, as always. I mean, they're a business. It's just, you know, some companies do a good job of hiding it, some don't. Anyway, their #1 goal is to get back on the PlayStation Store. That's why they're only focusing on bug fixes right now, instead of things like what all of our mods are doing here. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to spawn a car, hop in the car, go on a vehicular manslaughter spree, and see if we can get a police chase going. Now, please bear in mind, the modder is doing his absolute best with what he has to work with. The thing is, there's just literally no driving AI. It doesn't exist. That's why all the street races, the 3 street races in the game, I mean, they're literally just rubber banding. That's all. Look at that. Oh, I love these Blade Runner ads. It's so fun. I don't know if there's a giant Atari ad somewhere, but I hope there is. Damn, they did such a good job with those. You know, it's funny, but that's like these Blade Runner ads are way more immersive than some of these Cyberpunk ads. Like, I don't know. Hacksaw dildos. My suspension of disbelief only goes so far. Actually, hacksaw dildos are a real world thing. That's not even a Cyberpunk thing. It's called the fuck saw. Oh, that's not child friendly. I did rate this stream M. Alright, we'll go with the Emperor. Looks like it's sturdy enough for a police chase. This is the most Grand Theft Auto looking vehicle in Cyberpunk. Looks like something you'd get for doing heists. Alright, here we go. Vehicular manslaughter starts now. But yeah, like keep in mind, there's no driving AI. So considering that, this mod is very impressive. And honestly, it's just better for immersion because even when the police aren't following you, having a police car pull up and having police pile out is just what the fuck? What are they made out of? Speed bumps? About time the crime was reported. I ran over like 15 people.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Alright. Oh shit, they're on bikes! Look at that shit, guys! It's working! It's working! That was supposed to be my Anakin impression. It just ended up sounding really weird. So how this mod works is basically they're tethered to us. So where we go, they go. In a relatively straight line. It's a very linear fashion here. But it's just... This is better than nothing. This is better than cops just like spawning like dominoes behind us. Hey look, Overwatch. Ah, we lost him. damn good looking area. Sometimes it'll be cops on bikes. Sometimes it'll be Militech vehicles. We're gonna go ahead and create another police chase here. Sometimes it'll be normal police cars. So there's variety as well. And if you're on foot, obviously it's not going to be a police chase, but instead you're going to have a cop car pull up and police are going to pile out. You know, in a semi-realistic fashion. What a novel concept. Alright, here we go. We got another crime reported. Let's see where the cops at? We had some human cops spawn, but so far no motorcade. I guess the cyber psycho is gonna strike again. This is such a cool looking area. Our vehicle's about to bite the dust, so we better make this quick. Come on, police. Kick it into gear. Oh, Jesus Christ, that jump scared me. Well, anyway, you guys get the idea. I apologize about the hacksaw sex pleasure device reference. This is a family-friendly Christian Minecraft server. This is where the game autosaves. Looks like some sort of a weird art installation. Well, that's odd. There we go. Okay, let's get one more police chase under our belts. Save me, they cried. And the NCPD bellowed no. Jesus, this is the worst vehicle handling I have ever encountered. I haven't installed any vehicle handling mods, simply because I'm afraid the latest patch would interfere with it. Also, I think some of those vehicle handling mods are keyboard specific, and I don't drive with a keyboard. I drive with a gamepad, and I switch back to a keyboard when I, you know, start shooting a gun, because it's way better with a gamepad. Goddamn RoboCops over here. Alright. I think we gotta get to 3 stars for motorized police response. Not sure. We got some juicy-ass pedestrians over here. So here we go. You know what? Cop death should bring us to... There we go, 3 stars. Okay. Got anything yet? Not yet. Might be moving a little too fast. I swear to God, this works so much better when you're not actively seeking it, but you're just playing normally. It's just a little bit shy. Just gotta encourage it a little bit. 3 stars still? I ran over like two cops. They don't give a shit about police deaths. What do they care about? Oh, here we go, here we go. Come on, baby. Ah, saved by a street pole. Yes. 4 stars. Bring on the cops. Where's the motorcade? I want my motorized response unit. Is that it up there? On the crosswalk? No? I don't think it is. Yeah, the cars catch on fire real fast. I hate the handling of this thing. It's the worst. And she's not turning into street meat particularly fast. Awfully resilient. You know, if I didn't know any better, I would think this is some sort of a Terminator. Good God. Why won't you die? It's a Bethesda reference. Oh, shit. That was a close one. Truly a worthy adversary. Oh shit, there's a cop car. Well, damn, that's not a great spawn. Ah, what the hell. Let's go into the city. Wait, what are these guys? Those gang members? You know what? Mouse and keyboard. Too late. Alright, on to the next mod. You guys get the picture. Besides, we're going to be doing some illegal stuff, so there's going to be more cops pulling up in a more organic fashion, which is for the best anyway. What's up? Welcome, Doughboy. Welcome, Artala. Welcome, Monkey. And then times my friend told me to buy the game because it's super awesome. I said no, because my room TV was in a bad condition. I said no, because my family would see it. Wait, are you talking about the pleasure saw, or are you talking about Cyberpunk? Honestly, either one could fit into your line of discussion. Alright, I want to go deep into the city. God damn, this is such a good looking game. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is going to excite you guys that we're looking for a more immersive Cyberpunk. This mod is called Immersive Roleplay, and it's heavily under development right now. This guy's really working his butt off on it, but it's also not finished. What the hell? Why did that just spawn in front of me? I didn't call that in. Weird. Anyway, this modification basically allows you to have a living gang system and also relationships. You know how originally people thought this game was going to be an RPG, and then they said, wait, our bad. All those Night City wires, forget about all that shit. Our Twitter bio now calls this a story-driven action game. It's as open as BioShock. Well, look at this. You've got gang relationships. And you remember, like, Judy and Pan Am? Yeah, I know how thirsty you guys are. Anyway, you know how after the game ended, there's no end game, literally, and after you finish whatever tiny-ass quest Judy and Pan Am have, you can't really talk to them again. In fact, here, let's try it. Let's get on the horn. Right, hold on. There we go. Let's get Judy on the horn. Okay. Calling. I guess she's not home. Maybe her answering machine will pick it up. Yeah, even though this is the future, she's not answering. She's just ghosting us. Well, check this out. You also have relationships with major NPCs, not just gang standings. So there's a bunch of different mini missions and side missions and emergent open world encounters that this modification adds, but it's not all gang related. Obviously, the gang-related stuff is a big part of it. If you start attacking the Tiger Claws, your standing with them is going to lower. That's going to affect how they interact with you. It's going to affect the missions that you can do with them, or the jobs, we'll say. This also opens up stuff with fixers, which is pretty cool. But you've got all the major gangs here, and you can have different standings with them. But you can also have standings with characters like Judy. And let's see. Let's call up Judy. Let's see. Where's the screen? Aha, here it is. So again, this is heavily under development, but this mod also allows you to get new apartments and to hang out with different characters, like Judy, which is for some reason not... He just released an update, so maybe this broke it. Debug. Ah. Yeah, you know what? This may not actually be working. I think he may have removed it. At least the Judy portion. Well, anyway, it's a work in progress. We streamed this a couple days ago, and we actually invited Judy to a bar for a drink, and she was following us around, and she actually made it to the bar, and they added like text conversations with Judy. Obviously, they don't have the voice actress, but it reminded me of old school RPGs, which is what I thought. I thought Cyberpunk 2077 was going to be like the next evolution of those old school RPGs, because we've lost something in newer RPGs like Fallout 4, having Fallout 4 with a... Sorry, I got distracted. Having Fallout 4 have a voice protagonist allowed us so much fewer dialogue options and far reduced freedoms in terms of our actions and what the world was capable of. Because voice acting is just expensive, and it naturally lowers what you can do with the world and what you can do with the story. Anyway, I don't mind text-based interactions in games at all. In fact, in a way, I kind of prefer it, but ideally, I like to have a balance. So, some of these mods, having post-game continued missions with Pan Am and with Judy and with, those are the only two I remember. That's really cool, and I think people are going to like that a lot. I think that's a great idea. And also, not having it voiced, having, like, text, that gives them the option to have these modders make it more detailed and immersive than CD Projekt Red did. It's going to be interesting to see what they do, because if you look at the mods for Skyrim, some of those quest lines are very impressive, incredibly detailed. Some of them are actually more detailed and more impressive than some of the official Skyrim mods. Anyway, let's go into some of the other mods that we've got here. Let's see. Let's lower this field of view just a little bit. There we go. I like that. Again, that's vanilla. Yeah, I'll take this any day. Is there a side to side? I don't think there is. That would be convenient. That's too bad. I don't think there is a side to side. So, we've also got... You know what? Let's check out the police mod real quick again. But this time on foot. In fact, we'll go for some melee. We'll treat this like we're a true cyber psycho. Why can't I run? It's been so long since I've played this, so... If my butchering of these innocent civilians is... subpar, you'll have to forgive me. It's been a while! Oh, shit! Alright, what's heal? X. Got it! Alright, we had some gang members come after us. We're gonna check out our gang standing after this battle. Aw, shit. Aw, shit. By the way, let me know what the game volume is. Again, keep in mind, if any of these mods don't work, it may be that I have conflicting... Oh shit, flashbanged me. I may have conflicting mods that cancel other mods out, and on top of that, some of these mods have not yet been updated. There's been a hotfix and a patch since some of these mods were last updated, which means they could be broken. Is his body blocking it? Oh no, he's behind a barrier, not the car. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so out of practice. Wait, what? What happened to the police? They just stopped attacking us. Damn, this looks good. Woo! We got some graphics mods, too. I think I still have the E3 mod enabled, which kind of brought the lighting back to what it looked like at the E3 presentations. But something that's kind of difficult to show in this video, but something that's absolutely critical to the gameplay experience is not just immersive roleplay. That doesn't really affect gameplay so much as the world ramifications, some of the open world emergent events. But there's a lot of mods. For instance, what's it called? Damn it, I don't have it on my list. There's a mod that expands life paths to actually affect gameplay, not just dialogue options. But you can have your life path more meaningful. It can affect your stats. It can affect how you handle certain weapons. And let's check real quick our gang relations. Man, I guess we didn't kill any gang members just then. Oh well. That mod is still highly experimental, so I would probably do well in not showing that off yet. I'm also supposed to be able to fast travel anywhere, but I think that's also partially broken. Do you have a 3080? No, I don't have a 3080 or a 3090. I'm running this on a 2080 Ti. Cyberpunk still doesn't run that well for me. Maybe I can fast travel anywhere from here. No, I cannot. That is so cool. I tell you what, current gen consoles are really holding this game back. They should have, I mean, it's obvious. This game is still just unacceptable on current gen consoles. There's also mods that let you have the Mox Bouncer as a companion. And as a companion. Depending how much of a fucking degenerate you are, how much of a disappointment you are to your parents. Yeah, this is not the game that you want your parents walking in on. It's just... it's not even just the sexual content. It's just weird. Alright. Oh yeah, there's a mod that even recovers some of the cut content, like in Pacifica. Which is really cool. But, what's going on here? Why'd you guys stop? What's going on? Alright, let's go to our apartment. Where is it? There it is. I wonder if we have Johnny's car. I don't remember. Actually, I think the My is my favorite. I love this little thing. What the hell? Is that my My? No. No, there it is. Throughout this whole city, you have cars doing that shit. What the hell is this? Watch, watch. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. They literally swerve into it. Why hasn't this been fixed? Just take these out of the way. Just remove them if you're gonna have the cars drive into them. If you can't fix that, just get them out of here. Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Oh yeah, look at that first-person camera. This is one of the best cockpits in the game, so the original first-person camera is really not bad. There we go. I do like this, though. Let's go ahead and save this for the My, and look at that. We've got presets. That's my Quadra Turbo preset, and that's my My preset. You know what? We might move a little bit further forward. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. And we'll save a new preset. That's how easy it is. It's awesome. But yeah, last gen consoles, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, they're holding this game back so hard. And yet, it barely even runs on those consoles, despite all of the compromises that entailed. because CD Projekt Red just couldn't say no to the money. We've got expanded mini-maps here. This is a great mod that I highly recommend. It's really sad that you can't install mods in the consoles, because this game really needs them, especially now. Maybe a year from now, some of these mods will be included in the game, but that's not how it is yet. Oh shit, check this out. Right next to your building, so a place that you're gonna see a lot. Look at that! He hit the block! And that's a car's bumper that came off, I think before we even got here. Alright, is he turning? Oh, damn it. Well, anyway, I'm not going to show this, because you guys know what's going to happen. The car's going to come over here, they're going to lose a bumper, they're going to be driving through obstacles, clipping through. Oh, here it comes. Oh, there he goes. Oh, this fucking game. What the fuck? Alright. I'm going to show off some of the visuals here. Is that a Blade Runner ad? Yeah, I think that's from Blade Runner. I can't tell. It's very not YouTube safe, though. But yeah, this game really does look fantastic, and these mods make it look even better. Heading up to the apartment. I'm going to show off the apartment customization again real quick. What are the mods you're using? We're using Enhanced Police, GTA Fast Travel, Draw Distance Boost, Blade Runner 2077 Ultimate Texture Mod, V's Apartment Renovation, Immersive Roleplay, Level Scaling and Balance, Superior UI, Immersive Roleplay, did I say that twice? Shit, I did. Better Vehicle First Person, Geoengineering, Better Minimap, Annoy Me No More, which is broken, sadly, Call for Help, I'll show that in a second, and Alternative Character Lighting, which is huge. That last one. All the characters used to have some sort of a strange halo effect where they would kind of be glowing, depending on the lighting. That's gone, thanks to this mod. It looks so much better. That's something that you see every single second you're playing the game. You can appreciate that because of all the NPCs that are no longer glowing like there's some sort of a pickup item in a looter shooter. Big difference. Speaking of big difference, check it out. This is my bachelor pad. It literally does look like a Cyberpunk bachelor pad. I got this fake wood grain, linoleum flooring. I got this shag carpeting, this zebra print, and like I said, here, check it out. There's a million different color combinations you can pick from, and different materials. And some of these I think have like a brain dance chair inside of them, which is kind of cool. But yeah, a lot of options. Unfortunately, in this, what was formerly known as an RPG, you cannot customize your apartment. You can't even buy a second apartment. Yeah, look, you can add a bath rug, a beanbag chair, bedding, brain dance machine, desk chair, different desk chairs, different posters. It's really cool. You can customize your apartment in this mod. I haven't really done much customization. I don't have a brain dance chair. I should have added that, but it's really cool. I really like this mod. Speaking of which, speaking of apartments, using the roleplay mod that I was talking about, you can... disappeared. Well, anyway, this roleplay mod is not anywhere close to being done, but it allows you to get other apartments, so you can have multiple apartments, which is really cool. Oh, there it is. It's hiding underneath this one. Here we go. Yeah. Tools. Is it in tools? Oh, it wouldn't be in there. This is in phone. You can have different addresses, different properties. I think pretty much any empty house or building that you can go into, you can claim as your property and then put it on the map and fast travel to it, which is dope as hell. Especially as this, I have a good feeling about this modder, the Immersive Roleplay modder. It's an early state, but he's providing constant updates for it. Okay, what else do we have here? Let's check out, how about Geoengineering one more time? I'm going to go ahead and quit out, So, unfortunately, Cyberpunk 2077 vanilla, it's almost always sunny. Almost always sunny. Let's see. We already looked at the Blade Runner weather, so let's go for base game main. No clouds plus Badlands cloudy. Okay, so this cycles rain. These are different weather states, and you can have the Badlands have a different weather state from the city. All right, let's do this one. This one looks pretty cool. So, unfortunately with this mod, you do have to there's a lot of options. These are all of your different weather combination options. You know what, maybe we'll do a toxic rain. That might be kind of fun. I just don't want one that's too similar. Okay, so that's Badlands sunny. You know what, now let's just go with this one. So, base game, main weather, cloudy plus rain. Plus rain cycling. Actually, you know what? Alright, here we go. This mod's actually really simple. It's just that you have to restart the game to apply your changes. But there's a million different combinations, which is awesome. And you got different LUTs depending on if you're using like a lighting mod. So, main weather cloudy plus rain cycling. Yeah, this is the one we want. Great. And there we go. Bam. It's installed. Launch Cyberpunk. And if you want to uninstall it, you just literally hit 2 on the keyboard and it uninstalls it. It's good stuff. What's up, guys? I'm doing good. I appreciate you asking, Mr. Hindu. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. What's up, Ramesh? It's good to have you back, man. Yeah, England leads. Gonna give it another try in 2 years. You know what? It's funny. Because you're probably gonna have to wait at least a year for a proper PS5 patch anyway. So, look, I'm rooting for this game. It's just, there's no denying that the people in charge of the money got really greedy. And they screwed over the developers and made the developers look bad when it was them that made the choices that led to the pitiful state this game is in. Not the developers. Alright. GTA Fast Travel may look a little weird because... Let's go to Pacifica. Pacifica looks so cool. It may look a little weird because it's a different weather state. But... Oh, shit, no, it looks amazing. Woo! Look at that. Well, that's disturbing. Oh man, this is so dark. Let's skip some time real quick. Perfect. Look at those clouds, it's gorgeous. This was so rare. When I played through Cyberpunk 2077, it was like 90% sunny days, and I rarely got rain. I don't remember it being overcast or cloudy. Is this a gang? I don't remember how to control it. Okay, so these are voodoo boys. How did they not notice that grenade? Alright, let's check our standing. Wait, not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay. So, I'm just curious to see if the gang relation thing is working right now. It's not, but it may have to do with the settings that I have. These gang relations, it may have to do with certain hits or jobs that you perform for instance, the Voodoo Boys. It'll either raise your standing, or if you go for a rival gang like the Animals, it'll lower your standing with the Voodoo Boys. Maybe that's how it works. Anyway, I'm gonna watch that mod with great interest, because, man, getting a little bit of lag. And we're back. I don't even know if that was me. I think that might have been YouTube. I've been using the backup YouTube server more and more recently because the backup YouTube server seems to give me less issues, less stuttering for sure. Anyway, I'm going to watch this mod with great interest because that's one of the things I was most disappointed with when I got into the game. I realized that the gangs don't really count for all that much. I was hoping for some sort of a notoriety system with them. You have street cred, but that doesn't really seem to do much in terms of gangs. Ironically, the Division 2 handles gangs way better than Cyberpunk. But maybe this mod will change things. I've also got a mod that I don't think is working right now. It's supposed to be spawning our vehicles right in front of us. I think that spawned right in front of us, though. Maybe just took restarting the game. Can you cook a pizza? Wait, did I read that right? No, you can't cook a pizza in the game. They still haven't fixed this awful bloom! Oh, that's so ugly. So whenever you have... maybe that's why... what? Holy shit. This is gonna sound like a conspiracy theory, but... oh god. What's going on here? Looks like a war zone. Anyway, I've got a conspiracy theory. Maybe the reason why we have so few changes of weather and why it's usually sunny is because if it's sunny... god damn, this looks amazing. If it's sunny, the interior cockpit view is going to look a little better. But, if you have any sort of weather effects going on, your cockpit view is going to be way bloomed out. Alright, it's raining right now. We've got a mod installed that improves the rain a little bit. It's going to be really hard for you guys to see this because of the live stream compression, but the rain in this game is such trash. The mod helps things, but the rain is unsalvageable. It's the worst looking rain I've ever seen in my life in a video game. And for a Cyberpunk game, that's so disappointing. I'm a huge fan of Blade Runner and 2049. Rain is, it's a big part of the Cyberpunk aesthetic. And Jesus, it looks bad. I think that's why it hardly rains. Coupled with the fact that ray tracing inside of a cockpit interior view is broken when it's raining, so that's my conspiracy theory. I think that's why it hardly ever rains. I mean, look, I'd rather have it rain more often than less often, but Jesus, that rain looks bad. No, the developers, look, the developers they didn't set out to make a bad game. If you read some of the insider stories on the launch of Cyberpunk 2077, the developers were panicking. They were like, really? That release date, that's gotta be a joke. That's gotta be a joke. It's gonna be delayed again, surely. And then, as it turned out, it wasn't a joke. They released it, they launched it, they wanted to launch it right next to the new consoles. Ironically, it doesn't even have a next-gen patch, but they launched it next to the new consoles. I guess because it's gonna run better on the new consoles without a next-gen patch, just because the last-gen consoles are, they just can't handle it. Not even a little bit. This looks so good. This is the Geoengineering mod here. Man, this looks sweet as hell. We're trying to pick up some cops. Just making a whole bunch of hamburger helper, bunch of street meat. Alright. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see. We got anybody? Not yet. Oh, wait a second. No. Those are cops on foot. Damn. Woo! Man, this looks really good. Highly recommend these mods. Geoengineering especially. Now, unfortunately, watch this. Look at this bloom. Look how blown out that is. That's terrible. Cyberpunk has a problem if you're using ray tracing. If you got a 2080 or a 3080 or a 3090, you lucky bastard. If you're using any of those cars using ray tracing, geoengineering exposes a problem inherent with Cyberpunk, which is, oh, yeah, police car, bitch! Look at that! Wow! It is so cool having cops actually chasing you down these streets, even though the streets are conspicuously empty. That's so cool. And look, they're leaning out of the car and shooting, which is something that we can't do. You can do it in GTA, but you can't do it here. Hello from Sweden! I love Sweden. I've been there a few times. Can I try out Sea of Thieves again? Yes. I've actually been planning on returning to that. There's been a lot of updates. Besides, it's just a really fun gameplay loop. Pacifica looks so good. Man, it's so ironic that this area of the game is... What do they say in the Night City Wire? Unfinished and abandoned, Pacifica stands as a remnant of what could have been. And then, you know, Pacifica is literally Cyberpunk. It's a perfect stand-in. But look at how good... Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Let's go to the Badlands. Where's the fast travel terminal? Ah. So I believe this mod, or this geoengineering profile that we installed, has different weather for the Badlands than for Night City. Let's test it out. Man, that's so cool. You know, this specific geoengineering mod actually works pretty well with the Grand Theft Auto fast travel. Passing through clouds. Yeah, that works pretty well. That's good stuff. Oh, man. That's gorgeous. I absolutely love a sunny foreground with a stormy, downcast background. The contrast is just breathtaking. Alright, I'm gonna call in a car. And no, it's driving to us. To be fair, it's a lot faster, so maybe the mod is doing something. I have a mod that's supposed to just put the car right in front of us. Looking for some cool off-roading cars. I don't remember what we have. Got a rally car. You know what? Let's stick with this then. Kinda looks like that RC car from Home Alone. So there's actually... Oh man, this looks good. There's actually a mod. It's called Alternate Crowds. I did have Alternate Crowds installed, but I uninstalled it because I thought it caused a conflict. It's possible that it didn't, because we did crash with it disabled. So you know what? Let's re-enable it. Check it out. Anyway, I think the Alternate Crowds mod, if you remove... There's an optional sub-mod for that mod that removes performance limitations, which I think could theoretically enable more crowds and more vehicles to be spawned throughout Night City, but not positive on that. Really loving this weather. This is so cool. It looks so good. I'm just so sad about the fact that this game just isn't right. Yeah, it's not right. Listen, I didn't watch any of those crackpot YouTubers that were making like dozens of videos before the game was even out about the game. I was just watching the Night City Wires. I was just reading the interviews with the developers. My expectations were only set by CD Projekt Red's official words. So, you know, I don't hate the game. There's a lot of things I like about this game, and I'm rooting for it. Just realistically, we're not going to get to the Night City wire. I'll gladly eat those words. I mean, look at No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky really turned things around. That's the underdog story of the decade, practically. Woo! I mean, with a city like this, they can't just abandon it. Nah. They made like 500 million, my bad. $500 million in profits? I believe pure profits off of this game already, so that's surely gonna be reinvested at least a little bit, right? Into fixing it? Surely. Oh god, I lost control. The vehicle handling still isn't great, but it's better. It's certainly better than what it was. Can modders replace the current? I swear, I don't think it's the developers that are at fault. You could have the best developers in the world, but with CD Projekt Red's upper management giving unrealistic deadlines and asking for things that the developers just were not able to accomplish in that time frame, what were they going to do? What could they do? My god, this looks good. We're playing with RTX. We've got real-time ray tracing on. We're playing at 1440p. And we're streaming at 1440p. We got some visual mods. We also have Geoengineering, which is a weather mod. And it's actually doing wonders for the colors. Wait, what? I just put fresh batteries in this thing. Oh well. Mouse and keyboard time. Damn, this looks sweet. We're playing on a 2080 Ti. Gorgeous. Some of the mods that I've got installed are broken, so keep that in mind. Annoy Me No More. I would track that mod, but I wouldn't install it just yet because it's currently... Oh, shit! Wow, that's a happy accident. It's currently broken. The hotfix killed it. The latest hotfix. What is with these physics? Look at this. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, way to make a fool out of me. There we go. It's like I'm hitting speed bumps on helium. Alright, so we're trying to trigger a police chase here. We got 3 stars. We're in the area that reminds me of California. Beautiful area. I'm gonna find some pedestrians, make some street meat. Wonderful. Okay. Cops are on the way. What do we got? What do we got? What the hell is with this? Look at that. She's not dying. What about this guy? Is he... Are you dying? Oh, he's puking. Yeah, that's what I do whenever I take about 50 bullets. Oh, he is dying. Okay, that's his death animation. And where are the police? Where are they? They're nowhere to be seen. That's not the fault of the enhanced police mod. Yeah, that's what I... What the fuck? Oh, shit! Wait, where'd the passenger go? Oh! Fucking 360 no-scope me. Teleported to me right by... Nothing personal, kid. I guess that car was a plant. It was just a distraction. If the mods are anything like Sims, in the future they could really save the game long term. Yes. Sims mods are awesome. So are Skyrim mods. I mean, Skyrim is a good game, but the mods really bring it to the next level. So, I actually do have really high hopes for these mods. I mean, this one mod, the Immersive Roleplay mod, is so ambitious. It allows you to continue to build an in-game relationship with Pan Am and Judy and have relationships with the gangs, like standings, having the your street cred actually affect gang standings. That is cool. That's something that I was sorely disappointed was not in the game. I'm going straight back to civilization because we're gonna get some kills, baby. We got some kills. I was hoping we'd be able to jump that. I mean, when we hit a civilian, we jump like 4 feet in the air. It was a reasonable assumption. This is a cool looking area. I'm constantly running into parts of the map that I actually haven't really been to before. I may have driven past these areas, but I've never actually gotten out of my car because there's no reason to. It looks amazing, but there's nothing to do because the world is a hollow, empty shell that has the most shallow game mechanics I've ever seen in an open world game. This is really more akin to something like BioShock or Wolfenstein: The New Order than it is an open world game. I mean, shit, Far Cry has a far superior open world in terms of gameplay mechanics. And yet, this is maybe one of the best open world maps I've ever encountered. What the hell? Alright. Hey, she died. He's doing the... There, he's puking. You get it out, buddy. Yeah, take a little nap. You'll feel better. I'm not letting my guard down this time. Look at that! I turn around and they all spawn. Literally in the last patch, that was supposed to be the fix. The police now spawn a little further away. I just want to show you guys how they pull up in a car now. Yeah! Look at that! 2 cars. Oh, not 1 car. Still. How fucking cool is that? Let's see if they drive up here. Are they driving up the steps? They're trying! Oh shit, they actually are trying. That's so cool. It's rudimentary, but, you know, how about this? How about, so, there's no driving AI in this game, which is why the police don't drive. That's the real reason. There's no AI for it. Nothing in this game. Oh, shit! 2 of them! Fuck! Nothing in this game actually drives. So, just have a police car spawn. Like when you call in a vehicle, and you know how you call in a vehicle, it spawns like a street over and then drives to you to hide the fact that you're spawning it? Okay, game. I appreciate the effort for immersion, I guess, but it's frankly bizarre when police would spawn like 2 feet in front of you in the base launch version. Anyway, have a police car full of policemen spawn a couple streets over, like when you call in a car. Why not do that? You don't have to have the police drive. You don't have to have driving AI. Yet, wouldn't that do a lot for immersion? Yes, it would. To be honest, what was CD thinking when they played that? That's the thing. They said they played it. They said it's fine. Oh, here's another thing. CD Projekt Red right now is technically mainly just working on the console performance because they said officially, like the head of CD Projekt Red said that on PC the game is in an acceptable state. I mean, I haven't really had any crashes on PC, so that's fine, but the thing is, I mean, this is just, we're just all of us already know this. All of us already know this. Why am I repeating myself? Why do I exist? Just for torture? Just for pain? They run now. That's a big improvement. But yeah, they said the state of the game's fine right now. Like I said, I didn't have crashing issues. I had issues where stealth was completely broken from my playthrough. I would encounter a glitch, maybe even a game-breaking bug every so often, like honestly, every 15-20 minutes I would encounter something that would just leap out at me. But they said it was acceptable, because the only thing that CD Projekt Red cares about is money. Like, what the fuck is this? She stands up, she's gonna puke, she's gonna puke! Oh! She's puking! Except nothing's coming out this time. She's dry heaving. She's dry heaving! That's her... And then she clicks into the death pose. God, that's bad. Holy shit. Well, unfortunately, that's pretty much it. That's it. I'm gonna see if I can get the cops to run in front of us again, but the mods can only do so much. It may not seem like much, but it's actually a lot. Having a mini-map that actually is usable when I'm driving, that counts for something for me. Where the hell are the police? Having a first-person camera in vehicles that's actually usable, that means something to me. Here we go. Poster child car. Actually, that's not the poster child car. Where is it? What's it called? Is it? Maybe it is. Wait. What the hell happened over there? Did you see that? I think a police car spawned in. Weird. Anyway, if I would have had these mods when I first played through the game, I would have been much happier. That field of view is just killer, man! If I'm gonna be weaving in and out of traffic in first person, I need a good field of view. Check this out. Yeah, look at that! Police are fucking chasing us and shooting us! Oh god! How cool is that? Damn cool! Unfortunately, your car, you could consider this like a point in realism's favor, I guess, that some of the bullets like pass through the car and hit you, but that's a happy accident. That was not on purpose. That wasn't intended. Driving in cars, the developers have said themselves, it's literally not finished. So, yeah. The only bad thing about having police that actually chase you is the fact that you're gonna die so quickly because the cars are whack. They've got like no armor. It doesn't really feel like your car is degrading or anything. It just feels like I don't know. Bullets have a 50% chance to pass through the car and hit you. Grand Theft Auto does car combat right. But yeah, this field of view is huge for being able to actually, weave through traffic like this. I have almost as much sense of space in first person with this mod as I do in third person. Which is really huge for bikes too. And then of course we got this. We can peek out the window. That's so dope. I adore. Wait a second. Let me see if I'm using the right preset. You can save presets for each vehicle. Yeah, look at that! I'm driving the Quadra Turbo, and the mod remembered that I specifically set up this preset for my Quadra Turbo. These are other presets. And this is, that's my preset, and then this is vanilla. As you can see, the field of view is much narrower. There we go. That's good stuff. Yeah, it's an awesome mod. I highly recommend all these mods. I think we've we've kind of talked about everything we can. There's just not a whole lot to this game. But as for mods that are usable right now, check out Geoengineering. Better Minimap. You can see that right here. I'm using Better Minimap. It makes a world of difference when you're driving. Vanilla Minimap is really zoomed in, and you just constantly miss your turns. I will say, handling is a lot better with a mouse and keyboard. Gamepad feels about the same. Shit. Mouse and keyboard, though, infinitely better than it was. And that's just CD Projekt Red. I didn't install a mod. That's just vanilla handling improvements. Alternative character lighting, excellent mod. Better vehicle first person, obviously. Superior UI. Level scaling and rebalance. Fees Apartment Restoration, Blade Runner 2077 Ultimate Texture Mod. Let's see if I can find one of those around. Oh yeah, look, Atari! That's so cool. Oh look, Joy! That's a 2049 reference. And at Armus. Anyway, we've also got GTA Travel, which is right here. I'm gonna end this stream at my favorite area in the whole game. And Enhanced Police. Those are all ready to go. I think the only mod that I have that I would watch, but maybe not install yet, is Immersive Roleplay. That's going to be very meaty when whenever he provides some more updates for it. God damn, this looks so cool. Alright, check it out. I'm sure you guys already know about this area. I've shown this area off dozens of times. But it never gets old. This is the first place I check whenever they release Cyberpunk 2077 patch. Wait for it. There it goes. There it goes. They literally swerve into the wall. Look at that. They swerve into the wall. Sometimes they blow up.
Every day, huh? I know something about that.
This is the least immersive game I've ever played. Oh, and he exploded. He disappeared, though. The NPC driver. And yeah, they just pile up here. Every patch, I come to this place. And I think, well, they haven't fixed that yet. People say the reason this hasn't been fixed is because all the cars are basically monorails. They're all on rails. There's no such thing as driving AI. I'm sounding like a broken record. But, I don't get that excuse here, because why have the cars go onto a rail that intersects with this barrier that's not on the road? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with that, though? Like, really, though, what is that? What's the reason for that? Why can't that be fixed? Because, as far as I can tell, move the rail in the road, and it'll be fine. The cars swerve off the road to hit the retainer wall. Or just remove... Fuck. Or just remove the obstacles that the cars keep hitting. Look how bad this rain looks. Fuck. Jesus Christ. And we have a mod that... Fuck. We have a mod that actually makes the rain look better. This looks so bad. Oh my god. And it's coming through the building. Oh my god, that looks terrible. There's areas of the screen that look like it just has an image cascading down. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Man, that looks bad. Anyway. Highly recommend these mods. I'm rooting for this game. I'm crossing my fingers that they... Jesus Christ. I'm crossing my fingers that they pull a... Oh, it's not supposed to be falling here. Look, 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 look! It's a flat image! Crossing my fingers that the developers... The fuck? Pull a No Man's Sky. Oh my god, look at this traffic jam. Oh, shit! Anyway... That's gonna be it for me in this live stream. I'm gonna be streaming again Thursday. So this Thursday, I hope you guys join me for that stream. It's gonna be a special stream. I may be streaming tomorrow as well, but we stream a couple times a week. If you guys enjoyed, subscribe for more streams, join the fam. And if you join the fam, let me know, I'll give you a shout out. And yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck? What caused this traffic jam? Anyway, highly recommend these mods. These mods are great. All the problems you see in here, they're not the mods, they're the game. The mods make it palatable. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me for this live stream. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Let me know if there's any mods that you're using that you haven't seen me use. And yeah, I'll see you guys again Thursday. I'll be streaming probably around probably around 2 p.m. Central Time Thursday, so I hope to see you guys then. But yeah, until then, game massively, stay frosty, and I'll catch you guys Thursday. Peace. That's Digital Rain. Yikes, that looks worse than Dynasty Warriors Rain. Ooh, that's a good burn. That's a good burn. At least Dynasty Warriors is fun. Yeah, I'll be playing some Red Dead pretty soon. Yeah. I feel for the developers too. Alright. Take care, guys. Until next time, game massively. I rue the day that mods are like phased out of like games like Bethesda and Cyberpunk, where they add some sort of an anti-mod, sort of a DRM thing, because mods interfere with microtransactions. Bethesda already tried that, but they just couldn't keep it up.